Samsung S10e in 2022. It's no way this good. Samsung S10e was released February of 2019. Technically, the performance should dip down, but that's not the case. Mind you, I own a Galaxy S22, which is obviously faster than Samsung S10e, but this phone actually offered more and sometimes even better than Samsung S22. So today we'll talk about my experience with Samsung S10e, the features that are not present on the Samsung Galaxy S22, and what made this phone a better choice this year. Let's start with my user experience. This phone served me well for the past 1.5 years. The performance of this phone is nothing but excellent. Compared to other Chinese phones that I've tried before, this phone never let me down. I never had any issues with this phone, just great memories. The size of this phone is just right for me. Even my wife with smaller hands actually loved it, while I continue to use it for video recording. This phone can shoot 4K 30 FPS on both rear and selfie camera. It can even go as high as 60 FPS, but I just maintain 30 FPS for consistency. I can use either the rear or the selfie. Both are really good video quality, especially in good lighting condition. I even thought that the selfie camera of this phone is better compared to S20 Ultra, considering that's a 40 megapixel selfie. The headphone jack of this phone is something I miss from the newer phones today. I still have my old high-fidelity headphones. I got Beats, JVC, and Sony, and I can simply insert it here without using a dongle. And even though the newer phones has dongle, I don't know. I feel like the 3.5mm headphone jack still has better sounding audio, just my opinion. And for my experience, I don't have to worry about storage. This is micro SD slot. I shoot a lot of 4K videos and photos, and that 128 gigs is just too small for me. It's nice to know that I can simply swap the micro SD card on this phone when it's full. I don't have to pay extra for higher capacity or cloud storage. The micro SD card will do its job. The only thing I don't like about this phone is the battery life. It's pretty small and I can easily drain it if I'm playing or editing my videos. Sometimes I need to reach for a charger before bedtime, and I hope I can extend it until the next day, but it's just a one-day phone or maybe even less. There are 4 features that's present on this phone that is not present on the Samsung Galaxy S22. These are the headphone jack, the micro SD slot, the side-mounted fingerprint sensor, and the Bixby button. The Bixby button is the easiest way to search and use the search engine of Samsung, although you can map it to other function or app. It is that extra button below the volume button, and it's a neat feature. I think every phone should have this extra function button like what we have on cameras. I assign my camera app for easy access in case of quick shoot situation. Again, the micro SD card slot technically gives you unlimited storage, as you can easily swap the SD card. If you go to the camera app settings, you can change the storage location to micro SD, and you don't have to worry of losing any of your internal storage. I think it can handle 1 terabyte, but right now I'm using 512 gigs and it's awesome. The headphone jack is something that we will miss on the new Samsung phones. I think they're killing it with their new mid-range phones. The newest Samsung Galaxy A53 didn't have the headphone jack. If you're not ready to part ways with your wired headset, just skip this phone. This phone also comes with a free AKG earbuds, and that is a sweet deal. And the last unique feature that is not present on the newer Samsung Galaxy S22 is the side-mounted fingerprint sensor. Well, I know that the in-display fingerprint sensor is the newest technology now, but the fingerprint sensor of this phone is fast and accurate. It also acts as the power button, so it's kinda seamless if you think about it. Sometimes the screen protector gets in the way of accuracy, like the issue we have on Samsung Galaxy S22, but not on this phone. There are 3 compelling reasons why you want to buy this phone this year: the price, the similar performance, and the excellent camera. On used market, you can buy this phone for around $250 to $300. One of the best phones you can buy on used market. Don't worry about the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus. If you don't need a bigger screen, a bigger battery, and a telephoto lens, this will be sufficient. This will also perform similar to the newer phones today. The Snapdragon 855 of this phone is still pretty snappy. In fact, I can play heavy games on this phone like Mobile Legends and PUBG without any hiccups. This is still buttery smooth. And the camera of this phone is excellent. You can still consider this phone as one of the best camera phones today. This phone can go toe-to-toe with Pixel phones and iPhones, and I even prefer the images and video that's coming out of this phone. Highly recommended. So what is Gadget Rev Now's verdict? Samsung Galaxy S10e in 2022. I know for sure that the newer Samsung Galaxy S22 does not have a strong battery life, so there's no way we should nitpick on this older Samsung Galaxy S10e. I will not recommend this to people who need a phone with a long battery life. I mean, S10e's battery life is just decent, like the one you will find on the newer Samsung Galaxy S22. It also received the last major update, the Android 12. Sadly, there's no Android 13 coming on this phone. And I will recommend this to anyone who needs a budget price phone that will perform insanely good. Trust me, I've been using this phone and I don't even miss the newer phone. This phone is a champ. With its solid camera, fast performance, and great features like the micro SD expansion and headphone jack, for its value, it's no way this good. And that's it. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.